It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks under the lights on Monday night.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, welcoming you to the end of Week 1 of the 2022 season. And the appeal for this one, it's obvious. No surprise it's been saved for primetime, CD. These two franchises involved in a blockbuster deal in the offseason that, of course, dealt that quarterback from Seattle to Denver, and now he gets to face his former team.
That quarterback, Russell Wilson, and his first game back in Seattle, his biggest deal, making sure he goes to the proper locker room. Let's face it, Denver had to have a quarterback. We're used to this franchise being one of the best ones in the NFL. 5 straight losing seasons despite talented rosters. Seattle, they experienced their first losing season last year.
The first of 2 here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds Penny. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry here for Ken Walker. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to his former level.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On play action, it's Garoppolo. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Here's Russell Wilson, 11th season in the league. First, of course, with Denver after a high-profile trade this offseason that saw him dealt from Seattle.
The Denver Broncos knew exactly what they wanted when they acquired Russell Wilson. They wanted to bring in a quarterback who was durable, consistent, and a proven winner to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Jerry Jeudy took a step back from his rookie numbers in 2021 while battling an ankle injury throughout the season. They're definitely hoping the arrival of Russell Wilson can help him reach his ceiling as a former 15th overall pick. Jeudy came through there with a chain-moving catch.
Now Gordon on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. Oh, nice move. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. On play action, now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Wilson. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 59 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll try for the first with Walker. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
What a terrific story is Greg Dulcich, who began as a walk-on at UCLA and got better each and every season. Really stretches a field average over 17 yards per catch his last 2 years as a Bruin. Exactly what Denver was looking for to replace Noah Fant at tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw again is Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Broncos got themselves a star when they took Williams early in the second round in 2021. He finished third among rookies and 13th in the league in rushing, despite splitting carries in the Denver backfield. They've clearly positioned him to be their bell cow this season. 1,000 yards, the bare minimum of what they expect from him in this campaign.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They go play action with Wilson. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Penny, a 1st down carry. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. On second down, Williams. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That one goes for 8 yards.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. In Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform, he went 104, 53-1 in the regular season. Threw for over 37,000 yards, almost 300 touchdowns. A Pro Bowler 9 of his 10 seasons with the Seahawks. And, of course, led them to victory over, ironically, the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 48. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and the rest of his offense ready for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A give for Walker running right. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. But it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Got a man open, it's Sutton.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter play. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he goes out right around the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Darrell Taylor now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he finds Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Play action. It's Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Malik McDowell in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete here.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Now it's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Sutton.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
The kick by McManus is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They set up the screen to Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Going right back to Fant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Garoppolo.
And once again, it's Eskridge.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Walker has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Garoppolo now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
They'll try and run Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So there you go, Charles. How about this for a debut? A 2nd rushing touchdown in NFL game number 1.
Now, how about it? It just points to me how confident that this young man is, but also how much confidence his coaching staff and teammates have in him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Garoppolo on 1st down.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down, here's Penny. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Garoppolo to throw.
He completes this to Walker.
And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This for the lead in the final stages. Myers' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down 24-23, 65 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 2nd down. Now Wilson.
Caught by Dulcich.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
He's got Gordon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Wilson.
Finding Sutton.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Seahawks, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall